At first glance, these two look exactly the same, right? But only one of them can hold images, buttons, or even support navigation. The other is just a table. In Power App interviews, you are often asked these tricky questions. What is the difference between a data table and a gallery? Most candidates answer it halfway, but today I will not only give you the perfect answer, I'll show you the real difference in actions so you never get stuck again. So let's see the practical differences in both of these. So as per Microsoft, there are two options for displaying a list of records, gallery and data table. Gallery is a control that contains other controls and shows a set of data. Data table shows a set of data in a tabular format. This one is data table and this one is gallery. Let me show you a quick recap how I made gallery which looks similar to data table. As you can see, this data table is connected to contacts. Similarly, this gallery is also connected to contacts, and both data table and gallery have the same columns. So if you see here, I have added the 5 fields: full name, email, business phone, job title and birthday. Same columns I have added in the gallery. So here you see this item dot full name. Similarly, I have added here the label and the text property this item dot full name. Likewise, I have added email, business phone, job title and birthday. So I have aligned each gallery item column width similar to data table column width. So this column header in data table by default came and I have created this header. So I have added one rectangle. So for that I have changed its fill property to RGBA, the same color. So after that I have added this label. Its fore color is white and its border color is blue. And the last thing is, if you see the selected row, so which is similar to this one. So for that I have selected the template, and in the template, so there is a property template fill. So here I have added one condition. So if item is selected, that means this row is selected, then it should be filled up with this color value, which is the same to this color value. In this way, this both looks similar. So let's see the difference between these two. So a gallery lets you insert buttons, images and text boxes directly into each row. Whereas data table is static, you can't add any interactive controls into data table. Okay, so let me try to add one icon over here. So click on insert, search for any icon. Let me add the add icon over here. Okay, so as you can see, you have successfully added the icons over here. If I try to select this data table column, so I don't find any option to add this icon or any control. So another difference is, so gallery supports both vertical and horizontal layout, where data table are limited to only vertical layouts. So let me show you. If you try to add a gallery, so you have three layout options: vertical gallery, horizontal gallery and flexible height gallery. So whereas in data table you only have one option, which is default. You don't find any property related to layouts. Third is the design flexibility. So with a gallery, you have full control over design and spacing. But in data table, the format is fixed. For example, you can move this column around, but that is not practically possible with data table. Next difference is wrap count. If you want a grid layout style, so galleries let you wrap items using the wrap count property, but data table does not support this. So if I select this gallery and go to the wrap count, so you can change this wrap count property. Okay, so let me show you with example so how this property works. Let me copy this gallery. Okay, so this one is copied. Let me bring this to center. So here what I'll do is I'll remove some of the columns over here. For example, I don't need this. I'll keep only two columns and I will add one more column. Okay, so I'll select the template, insert, image. Okay, so let me move around this. Okay, so now I'll change the wrap count property of this gallery. Select this, make it 2. Okay, and increase the template size to say 60. Let me add one more size over here, 100. So I'll just increase the size of this image and I'll move this email to below to this. Okay, so let me add some padding over here. and increase its size. So if you run it, you can see with the help of wrap count property, we have changed this to grid style layout, but this option is not available into data table. Okay, so that's the use of wrap count property. So let's move to our next difference. So data table have a default property. Select the data table. Let's see its properties. You will find a default property over here. So the default property lets you auto select a record based on the logic. So let's say in your app you want to auto select, for example, this record which is Nancy. So every time when screens load, you want this record for Nancy should be selected. And to implement that, I will set a variable in onVisible and use it in the gallery default property. And now when I open the screen watch, so this Nancy record will be selected and Power App scrolls directly to this record. For example, you want to select a record based on some condition. So when an app loads, so that property will allow you to select that rows by default. But in data table, so that default property does not exist. So when there is no data into this table, so this data table will allow you to provide a message so that user can see no data exists, but in gallery there is no option for that. Go to here. So let me replicate this. This is not visible because right now data is there. Let me change this view to, let's see, my connection. Okay, so right now there is no data and you can see this message. We did not find any data to show this time. Okay, so this you can change. No data doesn't. You can see this message got changed. So this property which is no data text is not available in gallery. So let me revert it back. So this data table comes with built-in headers, but for gallery you need to add header outside the gallery manually. For example, so these columns I have added manually, but this column header data table has automatically generated. For example, if I try to add one more column over here, so let me select that, go to fields, click on add field. So let me choose these two columns, click on add. So you will see here, so this column header is automatically added by the data table, but this option is not available in case I need to add one more column. So I need to manually provide this column header. Okay, next difference is auto width of the column. So data table can auto resize column width based on the content, but in gallery you need to provide each column width manually. The last difference is loading spinner. So if you want to show a loading indicator, you can add a spinner manually to a gallery, but in data table there is no built-in loading experience. You will have to simulate it. So let me show you the loading spinner. Select this gallery, go to its advanced property, and here you can see the loading spinner. So loading spinner dot none. So it has three options: none, controls, and data. Okay, so let me show you what happens when this loading spinner is null. So I am in demo 2 screen. So let me go to demo 1 and I'll revert back to demo. You can see here this gallery automatically loads, but there is no loading spinner. Okay, so let me change this loading spinner to data. Okay, so let's see the behavior now. So now I am on demo 1, again back to demo. You can see the spinning icon. Okay, this one. So in the loading spinner we have three options: controls, data, and none. So none value signifies that the spinner won't be visible. So when it's control, so this value shall show the spinner until all the controls are loaded. You can utilize this to show loading spinner for screen. And when it's data, this setting will show the spinner until data is loaded in the control. So this is what we'll use for the gallery control. So this is all about the differences between data table and gallery. So we have seen all the technical differences in action, but the real test is in interview is knowing when to use one. So let's lock in this knowledge by running through 6 real world scenarios. I'll show you the scenario, give you a second to think, and then we will reveal the best choice. Okay, let's go with the scenario number 1. An admin wants to review over 500 orders in a simple tabular format. What is the best tool for this job? For this, you will choose the data table as it is optimized for quick, high density reading. A gallery would load much slower with that much data and is simply not designed for this purpose. Second scenario, A user needs to edit a list of contacts and you want to include custom icons and edit buttons for each person. Data table or gallery. This is a job for the gallery, 100%. As we saw in the demo, you can't add custom controls like icons or buttons inside a data table. Third scenario, you need to display simple view-only reports like sales logs or audit logs. No interaction is needed, just a clean display of data. What's your pick? The data table is the perfect choice here. It's built for static, no fields data display. Next scenario, you are building a mobile-first UI that needs to show contacts in cards with icons and the layouts that adjust to the screen. Which one do you choose? This is a classic example of gallery. A data table simply can't create a card layout. With a gallery, you can use properties like wrap count to create a beautiful modern UI as we done earlier. You need to dynamically show a no data found message if your data source is empty, which control make this easier. So while you can do this with both, a data table has a built-in advantage. You just write your message in the no data text property and it works automatically. You have to add a separate label and control its visibility with a formula, which is extra work if you choose gallery. And finally, you have a very wide data set and need to display more than 20 columns of information. What is a practical choice? Again, the data table is designed for this. It handles wide tables gracefully and the column header make it easy to understand the data. Trying to show 20 columns into a gallery would be a design nightmare and very difficult for the user to read. So that's it. Remember this table. If you need flexibility, custom design and interaction, choose a gallery. If you need a simple, high density, read-only display of data, choose a data table. If still you have not downloaded my free Power Apps interview questions ebook, then please download it. Link is in the description. Please like, subscribe and share this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.